welcome to Prudent Media News. First, a look at the headlines. Goa might be lone exporter of iron ore, feels FIMI. Iron ore export on steep decline. Indian ore export figure to drop down to record low if mining ban in Goa continues. Under trial accused at Sada Sub Jail commits suicide at GMC. Gadam Sarang facing trial and charge of murder. Jumps from medical ward, succumbs to head injuries. Minor girl allegedly molested by a tanker driver in Sangay. Kuchade police registers case. Victim's medical examination to reveal facts. Season's first charter flight to arrive in Goa on Tuesday. Russians to kickstart tourism season in Goa. Tourism department expects more chartered flights than last season. Remote control robot to go down to check water quality and NIO invention. Autonomous vertical profiler, one of its kind. Now robot can check pollution level in sea and fresh water. And Rohan Ricketts is not Randy Martin's replacement. I was never a striker, always an attacking midfielder, says the Dempo player. Ricketts describes journey as a roller coaster ride thus far in India. Now the news in detail. If exports from state resume, Goa will be the only iron ore exporter in India, or else there will be no export. That's what Federation of Indian Mineral Industry feels. Secretary General of FIMI says it. The iron ore exports are likely to decline to about 45 million tons during the current financial year, showing a drop of 62% compared to an all-time high of 117 million tons exported in 2010-11. However, if the mine's closure in Goa continues, figure will drop drastically. Watch this report.
The recent ban on mining in Goa and subsequent suspension of environment clearances of all the 93 mining leases in Goa by the Ministry of Environment and Forest will further adversely impact iron ore exports from India. Federation of Indian Mineral Industries Secretary General R.K. Sharma says, Goa was our only hope this year as it had no big cost on transporting iron ore from mine heads to the port. The ban on mining in Goa and cancellation of EC by MOEF will put the exports on the back burner. If the miners in Goa fail to get MOEF clearance within a month or two, then the exports will come down to a record low from India. Goa's share in Indian iron ore export is almost 65%. For the first quarter, exports declined by 45% at 11.9 million ton compared to 21.6 million ton in the corresponding quarter last year. It will be a 37.7% fall. The Secretary General of FIMI says, exports are no longer viable following a high export duty of 30% and differential freight rate charged on iron ore for domestic and export use by Indian Railways. Also, ban on mining in Karnataka has added to the industry's woes. Presently, iron ore prices in international markets have dropped to $97 per ton as against $150 per ton a year ago, which is a drop of 35%. Industry analysis says exports from Goa have been showing a declining trend. Chinese buyers might prefer to buy high-grade ore at $97 per ton rather than buying low-grade ore originating from Goa. Hence, overall exports in third quarter are likely to drop further. FIMI has already predicted a fall of almost 62% in iron ore export this year. However, with the recent mines closure and withdrawal of environmental clearances in Goa, ore export from India will definitely touch an all-time record low. Bureau Report, Prudent Media.
In a shocking incident, an accused from Sada Sub Jail who was undergoing treatment in GMC committed suicide. He jumped out of the building from the 3rd floor. Gadam Sarang was under trial at Sada Sub Jail facing the charges of murder. Gadam Sarang, aged 30 years, was admitted in GMC as he was suffering from health problems. He was shifted in the medicine ward of the GMC. On Sunday, Gadam jumped from the GMC building. He could not survive as he had serious head injuries after a fall from the 3rd floor. It all happened within just 10 seconds. Here is the eyewitness narrating the incident.
ताका टॉयलेटीन व्हरून पयलो 2 मिनटां तांकां घेवन येयल्या त्या सायडीचे ते हें घालताले ह्या सायडीक हें घालपाक इतल्यान तेणी तेंचो दोळो तेन्ना चुकयलो आनी ही गोश्ट घडपाक सगळी दिसता 10 सेकंड कशें.
आनी पुलीस कितें करताले?
पुलीस आसले न्हू.
पुलिसांक हें केलें नाचिल्लें?
ना ह्या सायडीचे तेंच्यांनी सायड ह्या खाटीचे सायड लॉक तें घालताले ह्या सायडीक हें करताले. इतल्यान ते थंय उडकी मारून तो पळय ती सोमती थंयसून सामकी भायर आनी थंय मदीं देंवोंक ना तो तितलें.
Gadam was arrested by the Kolva police in a murder case booked under section 302 of the IPC. Reporter Surendra Madkaikar with video journalist Tulsidas Chari for Prudent Media. Goa's touristic season kicks off with the first charter flight scheduled to arrive in Goa on Tuesday the 16th. 190 tourists are expected to arrive through this Russian charter. The department expects more charter flights this season. Meanwhile, the tourism department will allot the shacks on 17th October. Tourism department has moved a file to the government to empower the assistant tourism directors from the flying squad with executive magistrate powers.
The first chartered flight of the season will arrive in Goa on 16th October, that's Tuesday. 190 Russian tourists are expected to land in Goa. Another chartered flight is also expected on the same day. Last season, around 910 chartered flights had landed in Goa. Officials of Tourism Department are expecting increase in charters this season. Shack allotment process and policy is engulfed in controversy. The much-awaited shack allotment will be done on 17th October. There was a delay in shack allotment due to extension in deadline to apply for the shacks. In addition, there was a public holiday. Tourism Department has also asked for a force of 400 IRB personnel. These policemen will be posted along the beach stretch to keep a watch on illegal activities. Presently, 50 IRB policemen are patrolling the beaches. Department will rope in 100 more IRB personnel this week and another group of 100 by the next week. 2 flying squads will be appointed in North and South Goa. The squad will also have a PSI and a constable. The squad will have powers to raid shacks under suspicion. 4 assistant directors of Tourism Department will head the squad. Tourism Department has moved a proposal to the government to empower the assistant directors with executive magistrate powers. Senior reporter Lokesh Shilkar for Prudent.
It's time for a short break. Stay tuned.